And here we are with the final regular season 2021 NFL prediction series that I don't know why I call it a series. In any case, week 17 has come and gone, and tomorrow starts week 18, the final season of the regular season. I went 160 to 95 for week 17, so that means I went out of the 16 games 11-5. Not bad. So I did all right with picking the Bills. Although Josh Allen throwing 3 interceptions, probably not a good thing you want to see from your quarterback before the playoffs start. The Bears beat the Giants, but come on, really, in all honesty, Andy Dalton or Justin Fields could have taken care of that. So yeah, the Giants, I don't know what happened to them. The Chiefs, I cannot believe they let the Bengals get them. I'm hearing things about how there were penalties and stuff like that, but in all honesty, you were getting blown up by Chase. I think he got over 200 yards receiving. And it's like, are you going to cover him at any point? Are you going to double team him? But nah. Chiefs defense reverted back to their early season. They just reverted back to their early season when they can't stop anything. I was thinking, oh hey, they'll do something, but nah. They lost by a field goal at the end. The Dolphins, I thought would do something, but apparently the Titans decided, hey, we're about to start the playoffs, and we're just gonna go off. It wasn't that bad a pick, I would think. I just didn't trust the Titans. Now the news about Derrick Henry coming back, but whatever. That's for the playoffs. The Colts lost a heartbreaker to the Raiders. I didn't think they would lose this game. I'm actually surprised the Raiders won, because knowing their history, they usually lose games, but I guess because it was a emotional game because of John Madden. I guess emotional games trump the ability of a team, because that's what happened with the Broncos earlier when they lost that receiver when he passed. Patriots destroyed the Jags, but in all honesty, it's the Jags. I know they beat the Bills. I can't remember who was the second team they beat, but even though they beat the Bills, it was only by 3 field goals, 9-6. The Buccaneers almost lost to the Jets. Now this was almost the biggest upset of last week, because the Bucs, even with Antonio Brown drama and all that, let the Bucs handle that. But if they had lost to the Jets, there'd be some talk about if they're going to be good for the postseason. But they came back and won it. The Eagles beat Washington, although Washington came close. Just Heineke just overthrew his guy. I thought the receiver fell and then it got intercepted, but he overthrew him, and well, I didn't think it was an interception, but when they reviewed it, it said it was. The Rams, this was a heartbreaker. I got the pick, but losing this game. Granted, the Ravens should not go to the postseason the way they are. The injuries are just too much. 5-game losing streak, but considering how the Ravens have been doing, have been playing with, even though they are injured all over, the Rams had to work for this one. And Matthew Stafford almost cost them this game, because he had 3 turnovers, 2 interceptions, one was a pick 6 and a fumble in the red zone, or close to the red zone. You can't have that. The defense bailed out Matt Stafford again. And that's not something you want to see going into the postseason. You can't do that. I mean, you got the Rams defenders being like, "Oh yeah, we did it," and all that. But in all honesty, you had to because Matthew Stafford wasn't doing it for you. Although I am glad Odell, he's I'm glad he succeeded with LA, because the Browns, we'll get to them in a second. Chargers beat the Broncos. That was obvious a good pick. Defense for the Broncos can only do so much, or at least try to do something. But the Broncos offense isn't good. The 49ers beat the Texans, although, again, I didn't expect them to lose this game, considering how they lost the week before. The Cowboys, I should have known better in hindsight. You go off, blow out a team, and then the very next game you're struggling. That offense for the Cowboys was struggling. Defense, again, can only do so much. And that cost them a spot in the placement of the playoffs. That's on them. Congrats on the Cardinals for bouncing back. But yeah, the Cowboys, you should have seen this coming. The Saints beat the Panthers. I would say just barely. But I don't know. Sam Darnold, I remember they hyped him up so much. And yeah, the Panthers never stood a chance. For the season. I'm not for the game, but for the season. It's hard to believe how many 8-8 teams there are. The Seahawks destroyed the Lions, but in honesty, I don't care. I guess they wanted to make this a feel-good game because is this the last home game for Russell Wilson and Pete Carroll? Whatever. The Packers beat the Vikings. I pretty much figured that much when I saw Kirk Cousins was out. I mean, whoever that backup kid, they didn't let him play. The Vikings, the coach for the Vikings, I forgot his name, did not let that backup quarterback play. It was just all short routes and runs with Dalvin Cook. He didn't let him do anything. I don't know. And I thought the Browns would, make it the defense at least would step up and, bail Baker Mayfield out, but Baker Mayfield was garbage. It wasn't Odell. It was Baker. I mean, a lot of people, myself included, knew it was Baker. A receiver can only do so much if his quarterback doesn't do anything with him. Big Ben got his home game finale, and the Browns are the Browns. So now we're going into Week 18, the final week of the regular season, and we got the Chiefs and the Broncos tomorrow. This is for the Saturday games. I got the Chiefs, and then we got the Cowboys and the Eagles. The last time they met, the Eagles lost because they never ran the ball with their running backs. It was always quarterback runs and screen passes. I know the Cowboys defense can do something. It's that offense I don't trust. So I got the Eagles in the upset. I got the Bengals beating the Browns. The Browns are right back in last place where they belong to the end of the season. Congrats on the Bengals finally getting the division last week. It took them a few weeks, of the Ravens, losing a few games, but congrats to them all the same. Got the Packers getting the Lions, even though Aaron Rodgers may only play for a while. I still got them beating the Lions. The Bears or the Vikings? I don't know. This one's a little weird how I want this to go. But if I had to choose, if my computer would wake up, I got the Vikings. Vikings show promise, but then they just fell apart towards the end. Well, not towards the end, but they're out, aren't they? In any case, I got Washington over the Giants. There's no way. The Colts going to beat the Jags because even though history shows that the Colts haven't beat the Jags in Jacksonville, for 6 games? They're 0-6 in Jacksonville. There's no way Jacksonville beats the Colts. There's no way. And so I'm picking the Colts. And with them beating the Jags, that will eliminate Pittsburgh and Baltimore from playoff contention, which is good. Ravens, for the Ravens because they're injured. They don't need to go to the playoffs. Don't need that narrative going on. And the Pittsburgh because they don't deserve to go because they tied with the Lions. I will pick Baltimore beating the Steelers because last time they met, Steelers only won by 1 point. And it was a thrown error by Lamar Jackson or a catching error by Mark Andrews, whichever it is. The Steelers, I got the Ravens beating the Steelers. The Titans are going to beat the Texans. That's going to happen. And they'll get the first seed bye. I don't care about this game, but I'm going to pick the Saints. I got the Bills beating the Jets. And forgive me if I'm just going, because honestly speaking, I don't care. These are teams that are, like, the Titans should get it. And Derrick Henry's coming back. So that helps them out. They get the first seed bye. They're on rest. Derrick Henry comes back for the divisional round. And we go on. And the Saints and the Falcons, I don't care. Meh. And the Bills and the Jets. Come on, Bills. You have no business losing to the Jets. Although I'm going to laugh if you do. Finally, we got... Ending it up, shoot. I think that's the Patriots. Yeah, my computer's slowing down. I need a new laptop probably. Or I need a new browser, whichever it is. But if the Colts were to lose to the Jags, even though it's a small chance, the Patriots need to beat Miami, which, in all honesty, they probably will. But Miami seems to give the Patriots a hard time in the second meeting, or whenever the Patriots go to Miami. So yeah. Patriots over the Dolphins. Not because of their showing last week against Jacksonville. It's just they're a wild card team. They need to be ready to go. They can't afford to be losing and then going into the postseason. They need to be on fire. Although I would like to see them lose in the postseason because no one wants to see the Patriots in the postseason. Buccaneers over the Panthers. Whatever. San Fran over the Rams. This NFC West division is gonna be a little crazy. If the Rams win, they're in. They got the division. If they lose and the Cardinals win, then the Cardinals got the division, and the wild card mess and all that jazz. I got the Cardinals beating the Seahawks, and I get the Rams getting the 49ers, which means the Cardinals will be going up against the Cowboys in the postseason. And that'd be interesting to watch. Oh, hey, wasn't I here 2 weeks ago? Well, let me beat you again. But yeah, those are my picks. I'm going to pick them once my stupid computer loads up. All right, got them picked. And the final game. They would make this the final. Oh, they flexed it. Oh, those bastards flexed it. Oh. So, or was it always a Sunday night game? Cause there, cause there was the whole there was a thing I read that if the what was it, the Jags win, then these two can just tie, and they'll both be in the postseason. And why hilarious as that would be, I doubt that would happen. But I got the Chargers getting this one. And yeah, because the Seahawks and Cardinals was the primetime game. They're asking me for points. I'm just going to say 30. I don't care. 30. Take it, please. There we go. And those are my picks. I'm locked in. Let me end this stupid video before I can't check anything else anymore.